Today, we are going to be giving $1 billion to Coventry City, the championship side that so cruelly were denied a place in the FA Cup final, nearly pulled off the most amazing comeback in FA Cup history. Some would argue they did pull off the biggest upset in FA Cup history. Were they robbed? Weren't they robbed? I don't know. All I do know is that I've made myself now the new manager of Coventry City, and I've injected this club with $1 billion worth of cash. Today, people, we're going to spend that $1 billion budget over the course of 10 seasons, and we're going to try to turn Coventry City into the best team in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, and let's begin. So to start things off, I've gone ahead and shortlisted a bunch of players, nice and young, about 23 or younger. I'm going to sign as many players as I can, starting off with the new goalkeeper here, Mads Hermansen. Hopefully, we'll get an entire starting 11 of really good young high potential players to kick things off. And we are now starting to bring these players in and forming a bit of a team. Hopefully this new batch of young players really kicks on and does well for us. So let's recap the players that we've bought so far. We bought Wharton for 23.1 at CDM. Sudakov at Cam was 30.6. Mads Hermansen, the goalkeeper, he's going to cost us 19 million. Thiago Gouveia is 13.3. Samuel Illing Jr. is 25.6. Elliot Anderson from Newcastle, 15.7 million. And left back Fabio Ronaldo is worth 6.7. Danny Loader is 5.9 million. And the last signing, and the most expensive, was Jared Branthwaite for 35.7 million. Which now means the starting 11 looks a bit like this. It's a bit of an increase in overall in some areas. But if you take a look now at the age of some of our higher rated players in the team, you can tell very young squad, and hopefully they'll have a bright future. And in order to get that young squad, we have had to spend $175.6 million. So our budget has now gone down from $1 billion to $824 million. We haven't even played a game of football yet. But don't worry though, because we sold Jake Bidwell and Kelsey Palmer for 2.7 million combined. All right, awesome, man. Our budget's up to now 827 million. Some of the younger players I've bought genuinely aren't even better than other options we already have. Like, I might go with right up at striker over the recently signed Danny Loader. It probably won't stay that way forever though. Ben Sheaf has got the captain's armband for now, the man who missed his penalty in the shootout. Hopefully we can give this fella a little bit of redemption. But let's begin advancing on with season 1. Do we get promotion? Well, there is one game left to go, and would you take a look at that? Coventry City's on top, and no one can catch us. Coventry City is moving on up to the Premier League, and we're doing it as champions. Come on. This new look Coventry City side already has got its first bit of silverware. What else will it be able to pick up? It's still very early days. Season 1 in the books. What can we do in the Premier League in Season 2? Stat-wise, it was Haji Wright who had the best season goal-scoring-wise by far. And shout out to Ben Sheaf and Adam Wharton with the most assists, plus 10 goals to go for him. Not a bad pick up that from the look of things. Premier League status secure. Let's head over to the next season. Well, here's now how the team is looking at the start of this Premier League season. It could still do with some upgrades to keep us in the Premier League fight. I want to go for a striker and a centre-back this season. So these are my options. I've got Ademola Lookman, maybe could go for him. Or we've got Kolo Muani, basically the same age, basically the same overall. And for a star centre-back, I've got Hanko here playing for Feyenoord. Or we could go for Tap Sober, part of Bayer Leverkusen, and their insane invincible season that they're doing right now. Kolo Muani might be worth about 37 million, but Ademola Lookman, despite only being a year older, is apparently in the last year of his contract. We can get him for cheap. I can't believe I have 800 million in the bank and I'm still bartering over a couple of cheeky mil. But yes, Ademola Lookman will be joining Coventry City. Tapsoba is going to be about maybe 28.5 million. Hanko is going to be 25 million. So honestly, might just go for the younger one here. I won't go for Hanko. I could come back to him, but instead we're going to pay hopefully only 30 million for Tapsoba. And no, they want to bump it up to 31.4. Okay, fine. We can do that. Welcome to the Premier League and welcome to Coventry City. Edmund Tapsoba. So another recap, we signed Ademola Lookman for 28 million. We signed Tapsoba for 31.4. That now takes us down to 767.7 million. But it now means we take Wright out and replace him with Lookman. And it means we also get Tapsoba in there as well. Now, there are big improvements, but is the entire starting 11 good enough to stay in the Premier League? I think it should. Hopefully just. I don't care if we don't get Europe this first season. So let's just try to settle and stay in the Premier League for season 2. Well, okay then. We can probably take 13th place in our first season in the Premier League. We're not fighting for Carabao Cups or FA Cups anytime soon, unlike, you know, they did in real life. In fact, look at that. Man City and Manchester United in the final. Like, we couldn't give an even worse reminder to Coventry City fans watching. But the team looks as such, you know, there is some definite improvement there, and we've got some of the young players that we just signed nearly close to 80 overalls now. Our Ukrainian center attack and midfielder Sudakov seems to have been our top goal scorer. Danny Loader ended up scoring more goals than what? Right, what the hell happened to Lookman? Adamola Lookman made 25 appearances, scored 4 goals and 2 assists. Don't know what's going on there. Mate, you got to turn up. But either way, it's just a settler season in the Premier League. We'll take it. And before we continue on, people, I just want to let you know that this video was brought to you by the MSI Claw. It's a groundbreaking new handheld PC gaming device. It's the first handheld gaming device ever to use an Intel CPU, the Intel Core Ultra 5 and 7, and it's got some pretty impressive damn specs. I recently got sent the MSI Claw and I am in love with this thing. I can play games at 1080p with really slick and smooth frame rates with its 120 Hz refresh rate. Oh, and this thing has got a really impressive battery life with like a 53 watt-hour battery capacity. I've been playing some of my favorite PC games on it all around the house and just out and about. I can even play now all my FC24 career modes on the go too. If you're keen on checking it out for yourselves, then be sure to click the link in the description down below. Thank you again to MSI for sending me out the Claw. Thank you for sponsoring this video, and let's get back to it. Taking a look at the starting 11 at the start of the season, I'm thinking definitely a left back to replace Fabio Ronaldo, not really taken off an overall. And I think I could probably go with a center midfielder. I've got Estupinan from Brighton I could sign, or I could maybe go for Zinchenko, who's all the way now in Al Hilal, Saudi Arabia. As for the midfielders, we've got Boubacar Kamara from Aston Villa, or maybe I could go with Joey Veerman, who appears to be at PSG and appears to be in the last year of his contract, so we can get him cheap. To be honest though, Boubacar Kamara is not that much more expensive, and honestly, I might actually say bugger it and get both of them. And we will make the signings of both of those two midfielders. And look, as for the left back, Estupinan, you know, he's higher rated, only just, younger only just, and still playing Premier League and not Saudi Arabian football. I might go for him. And that is now Pervis Estupinan coming to Coventry City. The captain chief is going to make way for Kamara, and Fabio Ronaldo will become the backup to Estupinan. What a team we're kind of rocking with now. We've got a decent number of 80+ rated players in there. To recap again, we signed Kamara for 41.7, Veerman for 20 million flat, Estupinan for 24 million flat. That's 85.7 million spent in this window, which means we are now down to 682 million. But damn, I'm liking some of the ratings of some of the players now in this team. Let's see how we go in season 3, our second season in the Premier League. Would you take a look at that too? We finished above Manchester United. There you go, Coventry City fans. That'll make you feel a bit better. Everton beat Nottingham Forest 2-0 in the Carabao Cup final. Oh dear, I'm sure Nottingham Forest are assessing their options as we speak. But nah, brilliant to come in 8th. I don't know if that means we get Conference League or not, or if we just missed out by goal difference. 12 goals for Lookman this season, that's better. Can someone explain how Tapsoba scored 11? What? But nah, amazing. Very solid season. To get 8th place in our second, that's terrific. And the team keeps getting better. Awesome. Nothing more need to be said. Here we are now with the squad in season 4, and just look, it's fantastic. In fact, there's only 2-3 positions in the team that are not 80 rated. Branthwaite has grown 1 overall the entire time we've had him. That is not great. I'm not sure what's happening with him. Maybe another centre back is needed. And look, I hope it never happens in real life, but I'm going to go for Sven Botman. As a Newcastle fan, I want to hang on to him forever. He's a fantastic defender at his peak. He's a Rolls Royce, and look, he's actually, again, last year of his contract. Even with all this cash, I still find all the bargain. He ought to set us back about 50 million maybe, I reckon. And yes, Eddie Howe agrees. Let's go. So Sven Botman is in for a very solid 50 million bucks. Big upgrade. 86 rated Sven Botman is in. We go from 682 million down to 632 million. There's only 2 positions left in the team below an 80 rating. I love the fact that our right back was a starting right back when we came here. I'd love to hang on to him and for him to keep that spot the whole time. time. But after him, there's the goalkeeper. Now, Mads Hermansen, I was hoping he would develop a bit quicker than what he is. And while looking at goalkeepers, I found Mamardashvili and also Chevalier. Now, I think with Chevalier being apparently worth 35 million and the other fella being worth 28.8 when he's higher rated and, you know, basically the same age, I might go for him. So the Georgian goalkeeper, Georgi, comes into the team and he comes in for 30 million bucks. We now have an 84 rated goalkeeper. That'll hopefully help us out a bit. And the new captain, by the way, is Van Uwijk, the last remaining player of the old Coventry City side that's still in the starting 11. The team's looking real quality. Can we maybe do something special in season 4? Okay, well, I might have thought we could have gotten Champions League, but 5th, Europa League, we are destined finally to play our first European football game. We actually made a Carabao Cup final and we lost to Manchester United. I'm sorry, this is ridiculous. Why is every single game just a painful reminder? And honestly, we don't really have a lot of players in this team that just bang 20 plus goals, even knocking on the door of 30 goals. We just only get by with a handful of contributions from a bunch of different players. We're almost pretty well at the halfway mark now, and we haven't made Champions League football, haven't really won a trophy apart from the championship. I reckon it's time we go really, really big in season 5. And as you can see here, the team, while being all 80 plus rated, is not putting together results that you would expect of a team like that. Our wingers, our left mid and our right mid, not really taken off an overall. I could go for a new winger. I have 3 wingers here, all shortlisted, and all of them are gonna go for about 50 million each. Adeyemi, 52. We have Ansu Fati, we can get for about 50 million flat. And then finally, Jadon Sancho, which we, again, can also get him for about 52 million. I think I might go for Karim Adeyemi over Ansu Fati, and I will sign Jadon Sancho, but play him at right mid. We'll convert his position to be a right midfielder. Jadon Sancho comes to Coventry. So again, Sancho cost us $52 million. Karim Adeyemi, 52.9 million. We've now spent more than half of our budget. We're down to 497 million. I know I've said this quite a bit, but maybe, surely, this could be the season we win something. Is our first trophy maybe here in season 5? And oh my goodness me, the signing of those wingers sure worked. Look at this table. Coventry City are on 96 points with a game to go. Man City, we are now 16 points clear of. That is a Premier League title for Coventry City. I mean, can you believe it? And all it costed was $500 million. We are Premier League champions. It wasn't that long ago, maybe a few seasons ago, we lifted up the championship. Now we're top of the top division in England. And the man who's been the right back in this Coventry City side the entire time, Van Uwijk, lifts up the Premier League trophy. And as cool a moment as this is, ladies and gentlemen, what if I told you that this season is not over yet? That is because we have an FA Cup final to play. Yes, the game, the match that this team was so cruelly denied by Manchester United and by VAR. We finally make it in 2028.
Van Uwijk.
Oh my God, I've been saying it wrong the whole time. I've been calling our captain Van Uwijk or something this whole time. It's Van Uwijk or something. But here we are again though, people, back at Wembley Stadium for Coventry City. This time though, it's a final. Will we get this FA Cup trophy that just eluded Coventry last season, or should I say this season? It's time to find out. Let's go. Oh, we kind of clipped Palmer there. He doesn't go down for the penalty. That is uncharacteristic. Oh my God, I've given that away in just the worst place possible. Get rid of the ball. Oh my God, that's lucky. Captain Van Uwijk on the run, out to the right, Sancho, chance on, man running hard into the box. Oh, well, just give it straight to him. No score yet. It's hardly the 3-3 thriller that the real life semi-final was, wasn't it? Cut this one back. Could it be Sheaf? Near post Sheaf. Oh, right at Sanchez. Oh, can't follow it up. Lookman, Sheaf. Running a fair way now. Sheaf, he's going around. Could he go all the way? Does he win a penalty? He does! Oh my God! The man who missed the penalty wins a penalty. Ben Sheaf has won a penalty in the FA Cup final on Disassi, whatever. I only want one man to take this. Can he redeem himself in the final? Oh my God, no, he can't. Are you kidding me? I thought the perfect redemption was on. Now get this fraud away from the penalty spot. Van Aywick in. That's not a bad ball. Lookman, the head of the save. We have a corner though, right at the end of the game. Adeyemi to whip a ball in. Could someone get on it? No. Pass there, Sheaf. Taps over. That's a free kick, surely. I will take it. Absolutely a free kick on the edge of the box. And I swear, wait a minute, hang on. Ladies and gentlemen, I swear on my life, I'm not being allowed to take the free kick. On God, I swear, I got fouled on the edge of the box, the yellow card was shown, and the fucking ref has ended the game. We should have had a free kick. We're getting robbed again. Oh, that's a stretch by Botman, who doesn't get there. And it's a red card! Oh my God, what is this ref on? This is just outrageous now. That's a legitimate, perfectly legitimate attempt at a ball. You can't tell me that was a goal-scoring opportunity. This ref has got it out for us. Fofana, it's held. Up the middle, it's Sheaf. Lookman, oh my God, what a brilliant move, and he's chipped it in! Oh, it's Ademola Lookman, who might have won it at the end! What a unbelievable finish to this FA Cup final! Have we won it right at the death? Sheaf plays him through. Look at the skills, Lookman with the roulette and the dink on the goalkeeper. We are going to win it! Oh my God! That is absolutely outrageous. I thought Ben Sheaf was going to get his redemption moment, but he bottled that one as well. Nah, it's going to be Ademola Lookman that does it. And with a peach of a goal too. In this universe, it's Coventry City that do make the FA Cup final, and they just go and win it. Over to you, Captain Van Aywick of Coventry City. 2 trophies in this season, and oh my gosh, what a way to get it. Incredible. Lookman with a 20-goal season. Freaking Danny Loader out of nowhere decided, oh yeah, I forgot I'm a striker for this team, and he banged in 16. And how about the assist numbers for Jadon Sancho, Veerman, and bloody Adam Wharton, who's not, despite being a starting player, bagged 14 assists. Goodness me, that was beautiful. We are now, as a result of winning the Premier League, obviously in the Champions League now. How do we go with that? The team looks amazing going into Season 6 here. And look, I obviously can make improvements. We still have $500 million. But I still will make some signings. Like, I noticed that Van Aywick is like literally the only right back in the entire team. So we'll give him some help. Or will we give him help? Or will we just buy a player that's probably going to take his position? I don't know. I do have Malo Gusto here, who's 84 rated, and Tino Livramento somehow has popped over to Roma. 53 million for Livramento, and as for Gusto, it's pretty much exactly the same overall. I don't know who to go for. Looks like Tino's the more well-rounded player, so maybe I will go for him. He will cost us a little bit though, 58.6, and we've been going back and forth for a while, but it looks like it is done, and we are signing Tino Livramento for 58.6 million. I think again, I could also go for another center attacking midfielder too. And the options I found are Jorginho Rutter here from Leeds. He's French, 85 rated, not bad. And the other one is Jamal Musiala, 91 rated. Would he be willing? Could we actually pull off this coup? 177 million. We have that, but gosh, that would be a big blow to the budget. Or we could play it safe and go for the 85 rated center attacking mid worth only 44 maybe. You know what? Eventually, we had to make a really big move. And so I'm going to be talking with Bayern Munich reps about Jamal Musiala. If I start off with 150, what are they going to say? Well, they bump it up to 220 plus 5% selling clause. Oofed. Here's the thing. I'm not going to buy him for any more than 180 million. That's it. If they don't take this, then I'm pretty much walking away. Oofed, yeah, they come back with 218. I'm not sure it's gonna happen. Well, we tried, but all right, maybe not to be. We tried to go big for Jamal Musiala. Musiala, but it was just a little too much for us. So we will settle with Jorginho Rutter for 45.8 million. But a decent signing that. Nice upgrade to the position right there. I've gone and given the captain's armband from one Dutch defender to another Dutch defender in Sven Botman. Of course, we made the Champions League, so that's our group. Leverkusen, Fenerbahce, and Club Brugge. How does Coventry City's first season in Champions League football go? Oh, we came close, kind of, to winning the league. It was Arsenal that took it. We're 5 points behind. Not as good a season as last season. We actually made another FA Cup final, believe it or not, but Spurs ended up beating us in it. And as for our Champions League campaign, we lost in the quarterfinals to Arsenal on aggregate. Frustrating, we lose our Champions League position and our Premier League to them. This is absolutely fascinating. It is Danny Loader, 78 rated, who gets the most goals this season, not Ademola Lookman with 12. I must say, Lookman's performances have been very weird since we've signed him, despite being by far the highest rated striker. Apart from a cheeky community shield, that's all we got this season. Oh well, we're still in the Champions League, and maybe it's our first season having to deal with all this football, who knows. Regardless, let's move on. Again, barely any improvements needed this season, but with Lookman's odd performances, I am starting to think we go for a big striker. And these are the two I have found that I think I might go for. We've got Vitor Roque here. He's going to be worth 170 million maybe. And the other one is Rasmus Højlund, left Manchester United, gone to Barcelona. He's only gonna cost us 115 million. Yes, he's 2 years older, but honestly, that is, in terms of price, really, really big. So let's try to make it happen. Start off with 115. Xavi bumps it up to 120. We can do that. Absolutely, we can do that. And Rasmus Højlund is coming to Coventry for our biggest transfer yet, 120 million. My oh my, what a squad. If he can get to a 90 rating, Højlund, that would be cool as well. But we're now currently down to 272.3 million. Leaves us with just enough money for the remaining seasons, or maybe one last big final signing. We do pick up a second Premier League title. The signing of Højlund appears to have worked. We lose another cup final to Spurs, the Carabao Cup final. But, however, we win the FA Cup again. We beat Man City. We are on for a treble, so long as we make the Champions League final, which we have done. Unbelievable. I think in only, what, our second or third season in the competition, we will take on Barca in the final. Can we be that surprised with the team looking the way it's looking? It's phenomenal. Champions League final appears to be at Old Trafford, Rasmus Højlund's old stomping ground. Hopefully then it will be a welcome return for him. Barcelona to kick off the final. We want to become the best team in the world. Well, winning the Champions League is how you do it. Oh, what a slide tackle. Livramento from out of nowhere. How did that get through? I thought there was going to be a... Oh my God, we've given away the pen. A missed tackle, oh my God, that is so bad. Botman's just slid in. Ball doesn't even look to be remotely close to him, and he clips him on the follow through. And now Ferran Torres pops it in the side netting. Barcelona lead. What a silly, silly way to go down early. Oh, that's a great tackle from behind. Rasmus Højlund goes through, not all the way through. Still, we chase the game, though. Going into halftime, still 1-0 down. Oh, come on, this is set up very nicely. Veerman's gone and just travelled it over the bar. Gotta just get it a little lower. How close? How close? Oh, crap. Nice pass. Not good. I'm not catching Ferran Torres. Oh, and headed away by Tapsoba. Oh my God, off the line, Livramento. This is dangerous. We're supposed to be chasing the game. We're going to manage it. We're going to have to stop the game. It's stupidity now. I don't know how to talk anymore. Still haven't got our goal yet. I don't know about this. Lay it off. Goal. Goal, Veerman! Oh, what a hit that is. He finds the top corner this time. Amazing goal. What a layoff. And just struck through on the edge of the box. That is amazing. What a hit. We needed a hero. We needed a breakthrough moment. We found it through Veerman, who wins back possession. What a game. Ball coming in. Araujo is there. It's saved on. Oh my God. Thank you very much. Huge save right there from the keeper. And now we go to extra time. Of course we will. Oh my God, I can't believe that nearly actually worked. I don't know why, but I just saw the keeper just really tight on his goalpost, near post, and just thought about having a pop. Holy crap, that nearly actually did it. I am making substitutions with penalties in mind. I am nervous it's going to go to that. Keeper clears. I think it's pens. And it is penalties. Veerman's absolute rocket of a strike levels the game, but we can't find a second. It's going to go to the shootout. Hoyland in his old stomping ground. He's got to. He does. Mason Greenwood. Oh, surely not. In his old stomping ground, it doesn't work. And yes, I am talking about Old Trafford, not Harriet Robson's face. Goal for Tapsoba. Moffey up next, and he gets it. Sancho. I'm only noticing how many previous Manchester United players we have. Alarcon hits the post, and now it comes down to this. We just need to score this with Karim Adeyemi, and we have won it. Will we do it? Surely he wouldn't dink it twice up the middle. He bloody will, you know. Oh, it's Coventry City's time. Karim Adeyemi. Oh, 2 Panenkas in a row. We humiliate Barcelona in the shootout. It's more redemption for Coventry City. In real life, the penalty shootout didn't work out, but this time it does. European champions, Coventry City. And all it took, again, was about 700 million bucks. Oh, God. I'll try not to act like this is some sort of fairy tale, but it is still pretty damn sweet of a story. Hell yeah. Coventry City are the Champions League champions. Amazing work, lads. Terrific stuff. Let's see if we can win a few more in the remaining 3 seasons. Oh my goodness, and look at this. The goal scoring across the board, but especially Rasmus Højlund with 41 goals. But gosh, people, what a season. We nearly won every trophy. We do the treble. We just lost that Carabao Cup final. Where else can the team find improvement in season 8? I am looking at that left back position. Estupiñán is getting old. Nearly 33. We could probably go with a slightly higher rated left back as well if we can find one. The options I found, Destiny and Doggy or Alex Jimenez, who seems to have gone to Al Hilal, and he is more of a right back than left back, but still. Look, yes, he's worth more, but I'd rather get an actual left back in than right back. So we're going to go for him, but wow, it's going to be a bit expensive. I'm okay with spending 75, but probably no more. And 75 is going to work out lovely. Yet another pickup, another very solid addition into the team for 75 million. So Estupiñán makes way. We now get an 86 rated left back in, and that takes the budget down to 197 million. We have an all 80 rated bench, by the way, and as for the reserves, there are a couple of players that are hanging on from the old side, but really, I mean, reserve-wise, we're okay too. The starting 11 was so good last season it won a treble. Can it do something similar this season? Oh my God, it's another Premier League title, another 91-point season, goddamn. No Carabao Cup, but a goddamn FA Cup. Another one. We take down Newcastle in the final. And the Champions League, oofed. Semi-finals, we lose to Real Madrid. We were close to a back-to-back treble, goddamn. Look at Rasmus Højlund. Holy crap. What a signing. Oh, penultimate season coming up, and we still got, what? Oh, just under 200 million in the bank to spend. I'm thinking, lads, we blow the rest of the budget this season as well. Let's just go get a centre mid in. Let's go get a centre back in as well. Surprisingly, William Saliba is only going to cost basically his market value, whereas the lower rated, but yes, younger player is worth about the same. Looks like they want 54.2 for William Saliba. I think I can probably do with that. 54.2 million for him. That leaves us, I think, with plenty of cash to go for the 90 rated Camavinga. Wow, almost to a T. Exactly the amount of cash we have left over is what they want. 140 million. Yes, we can accept that, and he will be probably our final signing. Eduardo Camavinga, welcome to Coventry City. Our first 90 rated player in the team, or should I say the first 90 rated player we've signed to the team. Our budget's down to 3.1 million. We're not getting anyone with that money. So with all said and done, this will be the team that we have for the next 2 seasons, and surely there is another Champions League in there when you have that much talent. Will we get Champions League number 2 in season 9? We go from strength to strength in the Premier League. We notch up another one. We pick up a Carabao Cup. God, that's rare. We haven't gotten many of those. FA Cup we lost on penalties to Arsenal. And does someone want to walk me through how we get knocked out the round of 16? Barcelona gets some revenge, beating us 4-2 on aggregate. Højlund's still putting up big numbers. You got to rate the fact that he just does not get any assists at all. Proper striker. I love it. Anyway, that is the end of season 9. One final season remains. Let's see what we can win in the final season. One final hurrah with this team full of talent. Bloody Adeyemi's up to a 90 along with Højlund as well. We've won 4 Premier League titles, 3 in a row. I'd love to grab a 5th. And God, I'd sure love another Champions League title too. What's going to happen? The final season, season 10. We do get a 5th Premier League title. Amazing stuff. Coventry City, we were wronged in the semi-final and we were coming back for the Premier League with vengeance. We didn't get everything. Carabao Cup this season, no good. Made the final of that and lost, but we don't lose the FA Cup final. God damn, we won that a few times, didn't we? But the big question is the Champions League. Do we make another final? No, Barcelona! Do it to us again in the round of 16. God, all right, one knockout was enough, Barca. They double up their revenge on us. But we do seal a 5th Premier League trophy, an amazing feat for Coventry City. Again, forget the $1 billion, the literal $1 billion that was spent. For one last time, Coventry City lift up the Premier League. Lads, if you've enjoyed, be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, of course, if you're new. And if you enjoyed this video, then tell me in the comments any other teams you'd like me to give $1 billion to and rebuild. Cheers, lads, for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to watch this one as well, and I'll see you all in the next one.